Hello, empaths. Welcome back to this channel. I hope everyone is doing wonderfully on your empath journey. I'm hoping that your experience is calm and peaceful with moments of bliss and joy. We are, a couple of weeks into the new year, and the energies are very, very interesting, very, very different depending on your circumstances and what you are involved in as far as your service work goes. I heard recently that the Schumann resonance, there was a blackout. I don't know if that's true or not. I need to do some research, but if that's true, we may have been experiencing all kinds of interesting things. They call them ascension symptoms. And so obviously, if you are experiencing a medical problem, you should see a medical professional. But when we have ascension symptoms, they can be anything. They can be headaches, they can be nightmares, they can be, you can feel like, you're a little bit dizzy or a little bit discombobulated as new energies, things that we're downloading from, God, the universe, are trying to find a place to land in our current energy field. And there's a balance. Sometimes our old vibration and frequency couldn't hold the ancient wisdom from the divine, because maybe we need to clear some things or clean some things out or open up our consciousness, open up our channel. There's different reasons why the integration process can be a little bit rocky at times, but it all evens out, eventually, as long as we are continuing all of those beautiful self-care practices that we've been talking about. Of course, basic things like hydrating and eating well and resting and spending time in nature and unplugging as often as possible. Those are things that continue to protect our energy field. So welcome, empaths. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all that you do to help anchor our planet and remind humanity that they are sovereign, that they have a choice, that they can abide in the free will or the divine will, and they can create a life for themselves that has meaning and that supports their highest good if they choose. Thank you for being role models and leaders. Thank you for being encouragers and kind-hearted, compassionate, beautiful light workers, emanating the divine in the best ways that you can. Thank you so much. I honor you. Thank you. So today we are talking about, these are your weekly tips, and we're talking about how you are a channel for the creative genius of the divine. As a beautiful, pure channel, as a light worker, as an empath, you are dialing into the divine intelligence, which gives you access to the creative genius of the divine. And that often will flow out through you. Last week, I talked about how there's some philosophies that talk about creativity being born of chaos. And I was suggesting that if that is true, look how creative we all must be, because we empaths have definitely experienced our level of chaos, right? As we're navigating this journey and as we're recognizing all that we are and as we're showing up as the best versions of ourselves in a world that can be very contradictory to our light and incongruent with what we hold dear and what we hold true as part of our value system. So, but yet, nevertheless, you are a channel of creative genius. And so empaths are naturally wired to provide solutions to real life problems, real life earth problems. You are a problem solver. You are a leader. You are a healer. You calm the storm, you soothe the wound, you mend the heart. There's so many different ways that your beautiful, unique energy signature supports the divine plan for creation and for humanity. We empaths get emotionally invested when we believe something is our assignment. And just a reminder, we have alignments, we have assignments, and then there are distractions. And we empaths have to learn to only work with alignments and assignments. Our assignments are always temporary. They can last a few moments by just saying hello to someone in a grocery store, smiling, exchanging energy. They can last weeks, months, they can be years. Someone can be in your life for years. But when the assignment is over, we do feel a shift of energy, and the energy that we had to invest in the person or the situation or the community begins to lift. And so part of the empath journey is to recognize the winds of change and go with the flow of that change, so that as you transition from helping that person that was your assignment, it's a smooth, seamless exit, as opposed to something choppy and bumpy that's abrupt, that hurts them, the person or the community or the situation you were working with. And it also hurts you because you don't ever, we empaths don't want to hurt people, and we don't enjoy abrupt situations where we bruise someone. That's not our intention at all. But if you don't recognize a person or a situation as an assignment and you treat it as if it's an alignment, someone or something that's always going to be there, you will be brokenhearted, and you do stand the chance of breaking hearts, okay? And I know that's not what you want to do. I know that's not why you're here. We don't want to break anyone's heart. We don't want to bruise anyone. But recognize that you get invested very easily in people and projects that need help. And when you can see clearly that there is a solution, oftentimes you go rushing in to assist. Because we go rushing in to assist, sometimes without checking in with the divine to even see if this is our assignment. Because if it's not our assignment, we need to back off. But for those of you that get concerned, well, who's going to help them? What about this country? Or what about these people? Or what about these children? Or what about these impoverished humans, or all of the injustices in the world? If I don't go do something, who's going to help them? So beautiful empaths just understand with the way the laws of the universe work and the way the divine works. If it's not your assignment, rest assured it is somebody else's. Okay? That's how beautiful this co-creation and co-conspiring experience we're having with the divine is. If it is not your assignment, there are other empaths that will be equipped for the job. They are assigned to the role or the position. So you never have to worry if you are feeling compassion and empathy for a person or a situation, but you're getting a strong no, it's not your assignment. Just send love and light, and rest assured that when the divine timing is right, the correct empath whose role it is to impact that community, heal that situation, they're going to show up and they are going to do their very best. So help is on the way. Okay. So just stay in your lane and send love and light. But in any event, because we get so emotionally invested, we also can become bruised easily. And when an empath becomes bruised over and over and over again, there's a chance that they might become bitter and guarded. And this is why we must take supreme care of ourselves and practice radical self-care, because it's not our nature to be bitter and guarded. I'm not saying we don't become that. Circumstances, and when humans continue to be reckless with our feelings, or misinterpret our intentions, or just observing the way humans can be with other humans and how they treat animals and how they treat our planet, it can become very discouraging. So I'm not saying that you will never become guarded or bitter, but it isn't our nature to be that. Okay. So we must make sure that we are constantly connecting with the divine, abiding in the sanctuary of the heart, and clearing our energy on a regular basis. Okay. So solutions are embedded in your life force. And when you go into the sanctuary of the heart, you're able to extract these solutions. You're able to access those divine energies and problem solving skills that are directly needed and specific to the situation that you are going in to heal and, change and shift that energy. So you download the creative genius of the universe and you bring healing to any and every situation that you are actually assigned to. So empaths are a channel for the creative genius of the divine to express itself. And it's so beautiful. So when you go into, let's call it the sarcophagus of the heart, okay, you have access to ancient wisdom and divine solutions, divine knowing, and divine energy. This is why I've said stay in the heart, in between assignments, stay in the heart, because there's quite an education that goes on when you're in there. You're downloading, you're integrating, you're contemplating, you're also refreshing your energy and you're reinvigorating so that you are prepared for the next assignment when you are, activated to go out there and do whatever it is you're supposed to do. So when you emerge from your heart space, you are empowered, ignited, invigorated to create positive change that is sustainable and palpable. It can literally be felt by the individuals, by nature, by the animals, by whatever situation you are bringing your energy to. It will be palpable, okay? And if you have truly downloaded the assignment and you've really cleared the energy that is in you that could hinder or contaminate the divine, download, then you can rest assured the solutions that you offer will be sustainable. Your energy signature, dear, beautiful empath, is love. So you already open hearts by your nature, just by being you, without doing anything. Your nature is love, and you already are a heart opener. You are a walking, breathing heart opener. You naturally soften hardened hearts, and you naturally heal broken hearts. And this is so very beautiful. But you also attract a lot of energy vampires, users, takers, and manipulators. You are born of love. You are a heart opener. You are breathing light. You are breathing love. And people sense your healing energy. It is palpable. Okay. I said before, you're intoxicating. And that's beautiful when the situation and the setting is high vibe. But if it's low vibe and you've got if you're surrounded by users, you're surrounded by takers, you're surrounded by manipulative energy vampires, that want to drain you, then it becomes problematic. And, one of my friends was saying this to me the other day, and it was so like, oh my gosh, so like such an incredible metaphor. She said, you realize that parasites always need a host, right? And I was like, ew. And she was like, they need a host, and they feed on your vital organs, and they will little by little, drain your energy and eat away at your vital life force. That's why it's so hard to get rid of a parasite once it's actually embedded itself in your being. And so this is why we want to cut off distractions. We want to be wise and remove our energy from toxic situations, dramatic situations, people, places, situations, circumstances that are unhealthy. We want to remove ourselves from those and only be committed to those aligned beings that have our back and help us refresh our energy and our assignments. Okay, the distractions and the energy vampires cause a lot of problems for us, and it can be very challenging to get back on track once you've opened the door to them. So understand, there's something in your energy signature. It is love. It's beautiful. It's pure heart, and it can heal, but it is intoxicating and it is irresistible to all kinds of beings, some that have high vibe, some that, are low vibe, but still good people and have the potential to heal and be better. And then some that have a very, very extremely darker intentions, lower vibration, lower consciousness with no desire or interest to change and be a better version of themselves. Stay away from these individuals, stay away from these situations. Honor yourself so much that you just remove yourself from situations that don't serve the highest light and have the potential to drain your energy. You want to learn to protect your energy and refresh your energy and guard your energy at all costs, because it is your most precious gift, dear empaths. You are a walking, breathing healer, born of love. You are intoxicating and you are irresistible to many, many people. You carry solutions in your life force. Protect your energy. Don't allow it to be drained, contaminated, or watered down by people that don't serve your highest good or who truly just want to get their fangs in you and drain you. Okay? So when you are ready to dial in to some universally divine solutions for regular earth problems, I'm going to say that. When you're ready to dial into universally divine solutions for common, regular, everyday problems, whatever those problems are in your community, in your family, in your situation, in your environment, you are able to dial in and extract those beautiful downloads. The following will be helpful when you're ready to do that. Number one, clear your energy field. Definitely make sure that your energy is uncontaminated and that your channel is clear for the work that you are about to embark on. You have, if you've been assigned, you have a big job to do, okay? But you're not solely responsible for shifting that energy and bringing solutions to that community. You are co-conspiring, but you are responsible for your part of the co-creation, okay? So you're not responsible for the entire project. The divine will bring people to assist and work with you, or, angels, spirit guides, whatever God creation wants to do to assist you. You're never going to be alone, and you're not responsible for healing the entire thing, but you are called to show up as the best version of yourself and bring it, amplify the energy and bring your power, bring your full potential. And you will download all that you need by staying in the sanctuary of the heart, keeping that channel pure, clearing your energy field so that you're ready, right? Activated, ready and activated, ready to go. So you only have your role to play, recognizing that you are co-conspiring with the divine to bring much needed solutions to a desperate community, a desperate situation, a desperate person, okay? You are fully equipped when your energy field is clear. So number two, check in. And what do I mean by check in? Check in with the divine. There are many, many ways to do this, but if you don't know what those ways are, I'm going to just give you an option now. You can say, so you've cleared your energy, right? You've gone into the sanctuary of the heart. You've accessed the information that you need to bring solutions that will be sustainable and palpable. You've cleared your energy field. You're now ready to be of service. And now you're ready to check in. And you can just simply say, my name is, and you would just say your name. So if it were me, my name is Eileen. And I might say my middle name. My name is Eileen Regina. Okay. And I am the light of my soul. Or I could say, my name is Eileen Regina, and I am a soul of light. So either of those, okay. And then you call in the divine, your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, God, your ancestors, whoever you align with, who you work with, who you resonate with as creation, creator, divinity, spirit, okay? You call in the whole team that you work with by just simply saying, I call on And you would fill in the blank as is appropriate, given the situation, given the circumstances, given the community you're going to work with. Okay. So, for example, when I'm working with people of the Christian faith, I'm going to call on God in the name of Jesus. That is honoring them, and that is honoring that situation, and it is bringing the highest light. If I'm working with Hindu people or people who embrace universal consciousness, then I am going to call on the divine supreme of creation based on what is aligned and appropriate. Regardless to your belief system, you as an individual, you hold your value clear, pure, who you embrace as the divine, as God. That is your truth. And you can always, of course, carry that with you. In my case, my ancestors are always with me. I'm surrounded by angels. This I know to be true, and I want to know for the rest of my life. They are so with me. They support me everywhere that I go. But I also have the ability, when I go into communities or situations that have a faith or religious practices, or maybe no religious practices, no spiritual practices at all, I can go in and I can still be all things to all humans, because I am not connected or committed to any one particular paradigm or any one particular belief or any one particular thought process. I'm dialed into the divine. I've gone into the sanctuary of the heart to download the information, the solutions that pertain to the situation, circumstance, community, or individuals I'm working with. My ego has been arrested, and my ego is no longer running the show. My ego is working with me, co-creating with the divine, and therefore I don't have to push any agenda or belief system or thought or experience that I believe to be true on a community that I've been sent to heal. Understand that, empaths? Okay, stay in the sanctuary of the heart, let ego go, let agendas go, and let the divine guide you every step of the way. So we check in. My name is, and I am a soul of light, and I'm calling on who you're calling on. And then number 3, dial in by announcing yourself and anchoring. Okay, so you announce yourself by declaring who you're going to anchor with. Are you going to anchor with the earth? Are you going to anchor with the heavens? Are you going to anchor with the universe? Are you anchoring into the omniverse? Are you anchoring into the quantum field? Are you anchoring into creation? Are you anchoring into divine existence, creator of all that is possible, the all, oneness? What are you going to anchor in? You've got to be grounded. Okay, got to be grounded. And so, again, based on your truth and your belief systems, you can say, I choose to anchor my channel and my consciousness in the universe, in divine existence, in the heart of the creator, in God, the all of creation, whatever aligns for you. I choose to anchor my channel and consciousness in the knowing that my ancestors and the angels and ascended masters that work with my structure surround me now, have my back, support me, and are assisting me with this project, with this situation that needs healing, all for the highest good that serves the divine all of creation. Whatever works for you, anchor in your truth. Okay. And then number 4, connect. So then open your channel and your consciousness and allow the divinely inspired messages, the actions, the solutions to come. They may show up, dear empaths, as a song. They may show up as a dream. They may show up as a message that you have to speak. They may show up as a poem or a story. They may show up as a dance. You may go into a situation and play some music and simply say love and light and then dance. And the dance itself will bring the energy that you have downloaded from the divine for that situation. It may be a meal by a campfire. It could be a ritual or a ceremony. It can be a prayer. Your divinely downloaded messages for solution to a particular problem may be in the form of a blog or a video or a social media post. It might be you fasting, and it might be a party. It might be a great big celebration. You know, I talked in a previous video about all these affirmation parties that I used to host and all of the events that I have hosted throughout my lifetime, and they've been fabulous. They've been amazing. They've been beautiful. And they were a time of celebration and fun, and there would be entertainment. But one of the most beautiful things, I mean, I like to decorate, I like to make it beautiful, I like to give gifts, I like to make it really super special. But the thing that I think is most palpable is the energy. There's an energy of love. There's an energy of healing. There's always an energy of excitement and light. And that's what people take away when they have come to my events. And that's what people take away when you have gone into the sarcophagus of the heart and downloaded the divine solutions for the situation, the circumstance, whatever it is. People feel the energy. So an example real quick, when I used to do these affirmation parties for women, single women, married women, it didn't matter. I remember something very interesting started happening. The boyfriends and husbands of these women started emailing me or calling me or texting me saying, Eileen, thank you so much for hosting these events for women. My wife, my girlfriend, is different when she comes back from your events. She's so alive. She's happy. She's energized. She's the girl I married. She's the girl I fell in love with when she comes back from one of your events. And that's the beauty, dear empaths. That's what we can bring by just showing up. So I don't know how the divine solutions are going to show up and manifest. I don't know what you're going to download, but there will be the creative genius of the divine flowing through you. And whatever you're gifted, don't second guess it. If it's a gathering, it's a gathering. And that might be the perfect solution to share some energy with people and bring the healing that is much needed for that situation. Now, we just send our love and our light wherever we go. So when you're on assignment and you're going to bring solution because you know that you are divinely called, then you want to ground and anchor. You can ground and anchor below. You can anchor above. You can anchor to the chakras, like, for example, the heart. You can anchor. You can anchor to the planet. You might anchor to animals. For example, if you're going to work with animals and heal animals, you might anchor to the consciousness of animals so that you are bringing the most sensitivity in a way that an animal would be able to receive your good intention to heal them or to work on them. You know, if you are working with a sea animal, maybe a turtle or a little shark or, a whale or something that's gotten caught up in barbed wire or, isn't able to move and isn't able to enjoy their life, and you want to help them. They're probably scared, right? And you want them to trust you. And so even though your intention is to help them, if you anchor into the consciousness of, let's say, the octopi or the whales or whoever it is that you're helping, the dolphins, the turtle consciousness, you ask the divine to help you, your energy can calm them and connect with them where they know you're there to help and you're there to assist them. And you, although you're intending to help, may be more gentle. You may, because you're dialed in to what would be important for them to calm down and receive your assistance, they're able to calm because you are dialed into them and what they need, and that's palpable for them. Okay, so that's just an example. You can also dial into the consciousness of trees. I know this may sound a little weird for some of you, but you can, if you're going to cut down trees, then you can also dial into their consciousness and heal them as well, right? We can plant trees, we can protect trees. We don't have to cut more than we need, right? We can actually be conscientious. Now, when you dial in and you anchor your energy and you're sending love and light, so sometimes we're going to go directly into situations and help specific people or communities or situations or circumstances. And other times we are maybe in our meditation and in our prayers and in our private time, we are just going to, send love and light. You can send love to any aspect of our world that needs it. So the plants, the animals, people in the film industry, medical doctors, healers, holistic healers, light workers, empaths, star seeds, construction workers, babies, children, school-age children, teachers. You can send love and light to anyone on the planet, whether you like the politicians, whether you like the way they do things or whether you hate the way they do things. You can still send love and light for the highest consciousness that serves the highest light to be integrated and downloaded in that group of people, in that structure, in that platform, in that paradigm, and in that consciousness. Okay? We draw from the source of creation by going into the sarcophagus of the heart, downloading the divine information for healing that brings solutions to real life problems, real earth problems. And then we direct that energy to the areas of concern with our life force. Okay? So I hope these messages are helpful. I hope that you're able to integrate this information in ways that are meaningful and bring value to your corner of the world. Thank you so much, dear empaths, for showing up so beautifully to help our planet stay anchored, to heal, to mature, to grow, and to ascend. You're such a vital part of that experience, and we are so grateful for you. Thank you. Blessings, love, light. I'll see you again.